Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Sound Lodge Podcast, also known as the Lodge Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 29.
This is the ASMR episode.
This is the ASMR episode.
Thank you for joining us. Did you say 29? It's 28.
It's 28. I got it wrong last episode, numbers. Too. I do not know numbers. I know music notes.
Yeah.
But I do not know numbers.
Which music is really all numbers. So I don't know how you made it this far.
So do you know how to play any instruments, or do you know how to use the console board?
No.
I know. I'm deeply in tune with my taste.
This is making me feel very orange. That was actually the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, that was so funny.
You'll figure it out.
I'll be back in 3 hours. You'll figure it out.
I'm going to go do some mushrooms. I'll be back. What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Go make some orange music.
Go make some orange music, or maybe some purple music.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever get that? Do you ever see colors or anything when you listen to music?
I don't see colors, but if I listen to it and I'm thinking, okay, what color is this? Then I'll have a color pop up. But it's not oh, I'm feeling blue right now. It's not like that.
I definitely, I have color association with certain things. Where I remember in school, it was always a big thing for me. I had to have the certain color folders for certain classes. Where reading was red. Science is green.
I think we've had
Math
this exact
blue.
Conversation on this podcast before.
We probably have, yeah. It's probably an early episode. If you guys can find that episode that we talked about that,
You're a true slodger.
If that's even a real thing, maybe we just sent him on a wild goose chase for something that doesn't even exist.
It's the podcast I know how to see.
Yeah. And right now they're having a brain aneurysm. They're like, what? Did I switch the language button on this podcast? Anyways, yeah, so let us know if you guys ever see colors and hear voices, and maybe there's people in your walls and bugs under your skin. Yeah, let us know if you ever have that happen to you. If that happens, leave a comment down below that says, yeah, I have people in my walls and bugs under my skin. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, what's been going on with you the past week?
Desperately trying to find ways to make money without sacrificing my artistic integrity.
Yeah. Is selling drugs sacrificing your artistic integrity?
I don't think it is, because that's completely devoid of the music.
Right.
Thing.
It's a separate entity entirely.
I'd rather sell drugs than, just make another video and say, what's up, guys? This company sent me
top 10 plugins for... Yeah.
All of these are sponsored plugins. Top 10 paid plugins. It's this one's $800. Totally worth it, guys.
There are 10 affiliate links in the description below. It just helps support the channel. Yeah. So we're going to sell drugs, basically.
I think so. I think we could really run the northern OKC area. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Be the kingpins.
They got to check in with us when they come to the northern OKC area. Anyways, yeah, guys, don't do drugs. So making money, how's that been going?
Not well.
Oh.
Nope.
Okay.
Not well at all.
Yeah, me neither. Dude, I'm poor as hell, man.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I'm broke as hell.
I need money now.
Mm-hmm. That's the hard part.
Yeah, so then I'm like, what do I work on? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to start working on this thing, because this is the quickest thing that can get me money. Mm-hmm. And then 4 days pass by. I'm like, this is actually going to take a lot longer to do this thing. Right now I'm working on my own merch, which I haven't made in so long. Mm-hmm. I have designs.
Speaking of which, Strong Raj merch.
True.
Go check out Strong Raj merch.
Sound merch. But my Zoll merch, I've been kind of working on that for 2 years. Mm-hmm. But I've never launched it officially. Right. Because I'll work on it for a day, and then I'll be like, this is so stupid, I need to work on something else. Yeah. So, but this time I'm going to try to actually launch it. Yeah, totally. And then a few days pass by, and I'm like, I needed money 5 days ago. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, dude, it's just I just can't sell my artistic soul. Yeah. There's a bone in my body that just won't let me do it. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I feel like some people, my vision of my artistic integrity, because I feel like some people could see my channel and see some of the videos I make, a true artist who's living on ramen and doesn't even have a house. Yeah. It's he could see what I do and see my videos of what's up, guys? I'm going to make a indie type beat. And then here's my sound pack. Mm-hmm. Because I have those channels on my videos. So there's a degree to everything, but I think there's definitely a level where I don't want to cross. Yeah. And it's
all perspective anyways. Yeah. It's just whatever feels most true to you. Like, you got to stick to that. And I feel like as much as you can profit off what you're doing without compromising what you feel comfortable with, that's the main thing. With really anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Which, like, the more and more I think about it, the more I realize I just have too many things going on.
Yeah.
You know? Like, because I always have an idea of, I need to work on, because like this project, once it takes off, it'll be sick for me.
Right.
But then it's like, do I need to create another thing that I work on? And then a month afterwards, it's not successful and I move on to the next thing. It's like, I need to focus on one thing.
Yeah.
And that thing's been YouTube. And I'm just hoping to get some sponsorships rolling in of companies that I vibe with and I can seamlessly put in my videos because that's where my focus is right now. It's like,
you can always reach out to companies too. That's what I used to do sometimes. Is like, if I wanted a specific item, I'd be like, hey, I'll do a video for it.
Yeah, see, I don't need an item. I need cash.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But like, just in general, it'd be like, hey, like,
no, totally.
Like, also it could be like a thing that you want, but like you also want to like get paid for promoting it as well. Because that's the thing. Like, technically, all of the companies that we use their items, we're promoting them in our videos.
Yeah.
I've had people say like, dude, I literally got a Yamaha Pacifica guitar because it's what you have. And I'm like, that's awesome. And honestly, it makes me like super like grateful that people are, like, are that inspired by what I do and like the music that I make. And then also the other bone in my body is like, I should have had an affiliate link for that.
Yeah.
So it's like, we are giving them free promo every time somebody asks, like, I mean, all the millions of comments I get, even about what camcorder do you use, what camera was this filmed on. It's like, I'll be like, I'm not going to tell you till I have an affiliate link, actually.
I'm not going to tell you until I make my own camcorder.
Yeah.
Fizo camcorder.
That's what we got to start doing. It's just making our own products of everything.
Yeah, I totally agree.
We got to make our own guitar pedals, our own ice cream, our own microphones, guitars.
That'd be sick.
That's a dream of mine. Having like a signature guitar with a company would be sick, man.
Yeah, no, we talked about it before, but like having physical Sound Lodge products would be so cool.
Yeah.
Like Sound Lodge could be huge.
Totally.
But it just takes a while to build stuff, man.
That's the thing. It's like having a million projects that are like, once this takes off, it's going to be sick. But like all of them you're working on all of them at once. So the progress can't go as fast. But I think also the thing is, if you just start uploading more videos in general, it gets the ball rolling so much faster.
Totally.
Whereas like if you go so long, and we've talked about this countless times in the podcast, of course, because it's just a big topic that we think about. But if you don't upload for a long time, you get this idea in your head of like, okay, well, the video I have to post now has to be that much better because I haven't uploaded in so long.
Yeah.
And then you get that like, you're like paralyzed by the fact that it has to be good, but you don't think it's good enough and like all this kind of shit. So yeah, just get more videos out there. That's the start. That's what I'm trying to do too. Just get out there. I mean, that's why we're here in the first place, is from YouTube, you know? And like to neglect that and be like, oh, well, there's these other things and like doing music or whatever. It's like, it's going away from why we even got here in the first place. So yeah.
What's been up with you?
What's been up with me? Nothing crazy, really.
Phone?
Yeah, the phone thing's been a big thing because honestly, for a while, and I feel like we're pretty vocal about this in general, about how much we hate social media and hate the phone vibe in the world that we live in now. And I've even talked about it in other videos before, like my life update videos, where I just feel like I'm scrolling on my phone way too much. And I feel like recently it's been a problem for me to where like I'm just on my phone for so much of the day, and then I'm like, dude, the day feels like it's going by so fast, and it's because I'm wasting so much of my time doing stuff. And I'm like, I complain about, well, I don't get enough stuff done or whatever. It's like, well, I'm not utilizing all the time I have in the day to actually work on stuff. So of course I'm not getting that much done. And then I also you just feel drained and you feel like you have like brain fog, and it's just the worst thing ever. So I've been making a real big active effort to not have my phone with me and just not use it really at all. Other than for the like essential functions that it has. But I went to like a few places, didn't bring my phone. I was out like all day, Thursday or Friday of last week. Didn't have my phone at all, and I felt great. It was like one of the best days I had. Like the day when I was grilling out there, it was that day, and the day after that, I didn't have my phone with me much at all, and it was like those are two of the best days that I've had in a while. And just like everybody hanging out and just being at the house, which like that was a cool factor as well. Like just everyone was here, and it was super cool. Yeah. So like that. I'm trying to just be more of a human and be less of a robot, plugged in, wired phone robot person. And I think the biggest thing for me about like just leaving your phone at home when you go somewhere is you it reinforces the idea in your brain that like, oh, I'm not missing anything. Like nothing's gonna happen if I don't have my phone, which is such a goofy kind of almost embarrassing thing to say. But your brain is wired to think like, oh, well, I need this on me. What if something happens? What if there's an emergency? Like, what if I miss this X, Y, and Z thing, whatever. But it's a lot like when I deleted Snapchat from my phone in high school or whatever. At first, it was uncomfortable because like I'm gonna miss everything that people are doing, and then 5 years later, I have not missed out on anything at all. Like it has not been any great loss in my life to not have it, and that's how everything in your phone is. Because in reality, what's actually real and what's actually happening is what matters, and that's the stuff that has a true impact on you. If you delete all of your social media or whatever, you will realize how you're not really genuinely missing anything because it's all just a facade. It's all just like fake shit that they're showing you. Like you don't, dude. And we had a whole discussion about this like the other night, but like back in caveman times, before people had all this access to like super fast information, you didn't care about anything other than like your tribe, your like initial community, your family, your friends, everybody around you. Nothing else mattered to you. You know what I mean? And so humans aren't meant to take in information outside of the stuff that is in our actual lives. Like, why are we caring about things that aren't happening in our lives? Like, because it has no impact on you, and everybody, it's such a hardcore cope when people are like, but you have to stay informed. You have to know about what's going on in the news and whatever. It's like, no, you don't. You could live your actual entire life from the time you're fucking 0 to the time you're 95 and die without ever looking at the news ever, and you will be just as happy, if not exponentially happier than the guy who's constantly tapped into the news. Because at the end of the day, dude, who gives a shit what's happening in the news? Because we all die eventually. So why does it matter? Why does it matter to be like, but this thing is happening in Syria right now. We really need to care about the state of political affairs in Russia. What? No, we don't. Why do I need to care about that? It's such a goofy thing for like people to have this social pressure to like say that you should care about things that don't bring you any happiness. And like, you need to care about the news and all these things that are so horrible that they're showing you all the time that are going to bring down your mood. You must care about those things. Why? For what reason?
Yeah, it just brings you down.
Yeah. Heated rant, but yeah, it's just...
No, I agree.
I'm trying to be a human again.
Yeah. I'm the same way, man. The past like month, I'd say, I've just been scrolling way too much. Just every little pocket of idle time, I pick up my phone and there goes 20 minutes.
Exactly.
And it's just like
it adds up.
It adds up. Yeah. And then you see like 6 hours of screen time.
Yeah.
And it just blows your mind.
Yeah.
Like I haven't reached that high, but
there's definitely some days where it'll be like 6 hours.
Yeah. Well,
a lot of it is because it's like, oh, maps, an hour and 20 minutes. But
exactly.
Like, you know.
But to think that like some people, the average is like, I'm actually not even going to say.
It's probably like 7 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
7 or 8 hours.
I think it's 7.5 hours.
Yeah.
And that's the average. That means like some people have like 12 hours and dude, 12 hours is your waking day.
Yeah.
You know, like 16 hours, 14 hours is your waking day.
There are legitimately people who wake up, check phone, don't get off the phone until they go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's like if they could be sleeping and on their phone, they would be. It truly is scary. Like, cause I think about myself and I'm like, oh, I have my muscle reflex, like my fast twitch muscle is like to check my phone and pick it up and look at the time or whatever. Look to see if I have notifications.
The little flip while pressing the side of the on button. Like that's such a little...
Yeah. Like it's a muscle memory thing. And like you have these little muscle memory, like go swipe to go to Instagram. And it's like, I feel like I've been programmed. Like I literally feel like I've been brainwashed to do that. But then you think about that is our level of like extreme where I'm like, I feel like a piece of shit for doing this. You think of the other people out there who legitimately immediately eyes open, grab phone right in their face. And it's like, dude, that is the level that some people are at. And it's scary, especially young kids too. Young kids who don't even know any better. Like you or I, like, 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds have like autonomy and like you can like make choices to do what you want to do. But like, it's like if I gave a fucking 2-year-old like crack and it was like, what are you gonna do? You need more of this now. You're gonna need more. It's so insane. It's scary, the fact that it's so widely available. Even on what's it called, on the new iPhone update, there's a, in your screen time settings, there's a setting that says screen distance. So it says like to reduce the risk of like myopia or something in young children, it'll give you a warning when your phone is too close to your face, because it causes eye strain and it causes some weird eye disease when your phone is like literally right in your face. And it makes me so sad, because it makes you think of all the little kids who are like face buried in the iPad, you know what I mean? So scary. My kids are never having phones at all. Ever. They're having a flip phone even when they're...
Hopefully by the time I have kids, I have some land.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the thing. I mean, dude, kids need to run around. They need nature. They need outside time.
Yeah.
They need to be connected with the elements. You really don't have a childhood if you don't run around and get a little dirty, roll around in the dirt, climb trees, pretend you're an army guy.
Yeah.
It's not a childhood if you don't do that.
Little imagination.
Yeah. And I think honestly, even a good amount of like playing video games is healthy. Like I'm not an completely anti-screen guy.
Dude, some of my best memories are going to friends' houses and playing like COD or stuff like that.
Same, yeah. I have such great memories, and also like such great memories where it doesn't feel like I'm just wasting my time, you know? Whereas you think about like being by yourself and doing those things, you're like, I'm a degenerate. I'm wasting my time. If it's a social activity, then it's I think a little bit more justified. But I feel like anything with a screen is just, I mean, it's like touch screen where it's like in your face, not good generally. It's a crazy world. Yeah, but that's what's been going on with me the last week. I just have felt like I need to do something drastic about the phone thing. And my two options that I'm going with, the major one is like huge life change, get a flip phone. Get a flip phone, keep my phone just connected to Wi-Fi to like upload shorts and stuff, because that's one of the main features that like they've got you, you know, like you can't leave that, especially like for what we do, like because they don't let you upload on Instagram. I don't think they don't let you upload on TikTok from the
well, they know that the moment you open TikTok to post something, they're like, we'll squeeze 8 videos out of you on average.
100%, yeah. Because it's just, they've got it down to a science. They know what they're doing. So yeah, that's the first option is get a flip phone. But the other option, which is a little bit more on the reasonable side, is just I deleted all the apps on my phone that are just like fluff that I don't use.
You delete Facebook?
No, I didn't delete Facebook, but I have not scrolled on Marketplace.
Really?
In the past day.
Think of everything you're missing out on,
dude.
Man.
And so I'm doing a little video for it. That was the one thing I said. I was like, dude, this one's gonna be hard. I love Marketplace. It's my one vice.
Yeah.
I don't do drugs and I don't do anything other crazy, but I do scroll on Marketplace a lot. I love it. I can find so many deals. But realistically, also the another point that I made was like so many videos and so many like fun times and experiences have come from scrolling the Marketplace. So I think that's one of the things that I'm going to allow myself to do like on my computer, you know? I'll give myself like an allotted scroll through Marketplace time or something every day. Because I feel like it does spark a lot of good videos.
Oh, yeah.
But also right now I'm at the point where I probably don't need to be scrolling Marketplace at all. I need to probably be saving money. So it's probably a good thing for me to stay away from it for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I have no budget to spend any money on gear, and I'm still scrolling there. Because I'm like, well, technically, if I buy this...
I could buy it and resell it.
Yeah, I could quickly flip it, or I could quickly sell one of the things I have.
Yeah. And it always ends up being like, well, I'm going to buy this, and then I'm going to resell it so I can make a little bit of profit. That's maybe like a 10% chance that happens. You're like, this is actually really cool. I think I'm just going to keep it and use it in my studio.
I will say I did list this microphone and my 58. And I think if I sell both of them, which probably won't happen, I listed them high. So it's like if somebody really wants one, then they can get it. It's still a better deal than buying retail, but it's pretty high resale. But if I sell both of them, then I'm probably just going to get the XM, the Behringer.
Oh, the SM7B?
Yeah. No. The Behringer.
Oh, 8500.
8500, yeah. Because there's really not that big of a difference.
You might as well just get 2 of those. Yeah. And then you have like $40.
That's so true. Yeah.
Like these are like $200 each or if not more. Yeah, dude. That's the thing. Like it's gotten to the point where you can find so much cheap gear that's, if not, a little bit better than the expensive gear, it's at least the same. Yeah. It didn't really used to be like that, because I remember when I first kind of started with YouTube and like trying to upgrade my audio quality and everything, I had like a really, really shitty like Amazon microphone, and it sounded bad. Like it sounded like really bad. And I think it was even XLR, but like it sounded bad.
Really?
Yeah. And it was, maybe $20 or like $30 or something. But there definitely is, I'm sure, still a lot of microphones like that out there. They're like, you hear it and you're like, this is the worst microphone ever. But there's a lot now that are really cheap and really good. Behringer's just a great company for that in general.
Behringer, if you want to sponsor us.
Please sponsor us. I actually reached out to them recently.
That'd be so sick.
I was like, hey guys, I use so much of your stuff all the time in all of my videos. I promote it all the time. Yeah. Please give me a sponsorship. No response.
Where are they based?
They have a massive factory. They have like literally like an entire city in like China, I think.
Really?
Yeah. It's literally like, I think they have their own like area code.
That's
it's like
crazy.
Behringer, like Ville or like some, it's obviously not called that, but like they have an entire town that's just like their production facility. Wow. They're a massive company, but they're owned by a bigger company. I forget what it's called. The company that they're owned by also owns TC Electronic, and some other companies like that too. But yeah, no response yet. I'll keep you guys updated though. It's not gonna happen though. Not happening.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm big enough to get the Behringer sponsorship. But hey, you never know though. They could be like, oh, this guy's channel is sick, man. He's my favorite YouTuber.
I mean, we don't get a lot of views, but we do have the authenticity.
Art.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like,
we got soul.
That's why I think companies are still reaching out to me for sponsorships. It's not because I'm getting so many views, but they're like, this is something new, you know?
Yeah.
And the interaction is high. There's a lot of people commenting on the video. So guys, be sure to comment on this video. Be sure to comment on every video that we drop.
Yeah.
Let the companies know that we're sponsorship worthy.
Yeah. We need to get the Olipop sponsorship.
That'd be so cool.
I'm going to spam email them.
That'd be sick, dude.
Guys, please.
We'll have an Olipop every episode. That'd be so fun, man.
That would be super fun. That's actually a great idea. This is our pitch. We're going to clip this and send them the video. Every episode. Hello, Olipop.
Hello, Olipop.
Hello, Olipop. We are huge fans of your brand.
We're huge fans. We love soda, but we hate sugar.
Exactly. We're pretty healthy guys. As you can see, you look at us and you're like, those are pretty healthy guys.
Yeah.
We work out regularly. Flex for the camera real quick. We're pretty healthy in general. And so we love to indulge in a good pop, but not one that's got a bunch of sugar and a bunch of calories and a bunch of added extra gross ingredients. We like a good pop that has low calorie, low sugar, and good healthy organic ingredients.
And we understand that all humans have two brains.
Yeah.
One in your head and one in your gut.
Exactly.
And we love the friendliness and the encouragement that the liquids that you create, when they flow through my little town in my stomach, all the citizens go, yay.
Yay. Because it's great. Probiotic as well. That's incredible. Honestly.
It's incredible.
So much bang for your buck. Wouldn't it look great right here?
Wouldn't it look great right here? We just have so much retail space right here to put 2 cans. You can send us new flavors. We can rep old flavors.
You can send us all the flavors. We will literally make an entire video Olipop tier list on this channel if you send us.
Jokes aside, we actually love you.
Me and my mom and Logan as well. Logan's a big Olipop fan as well. We had been Olipop fans for probably like 3 or 4 years.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. We've been huge Olipop fans. I love them. I always grab one usually when I go to the store. And yeah, I mean, please sponsor us, please. We're literally begging you. This is our plea.
Yeah.
This is the perfect spot for sponsorship things. We put any of the products that are sponsored right here, and we talk about it. And every video we try a new flavor of Olipop.
Yeah, and this isn't a threat, but if you don't sponsor us, then there could be another.
There will be repercussions.
No, there could be another healthy soda company that maybe starts with a P that we might also reach out to.
True.
So,
fair game.
Fair game.
We'll see who gets there first.
All right, this is our pitch to Poppy now.
You really want these?
Yeah. Poppy, we love you.
Yeah. We're going down the list of soda companies. We love your brand. We've been huge friends of your brand.
Yeah. I love it when your liquids go through the city in my stomach.
Yeah. The city in my stomach. Comes out the other end and really smoothly. Solid. And
guys, quick reminder that we have a new segment of the podcast called Call-ins.
What?
Collins.
What?
And as you know, we answer questions in this podcast.
What?
Yeah, dude, it's pretty unbelievable. So we answer questions in this podcast from our Discord. Be sure to join the Discord. Link is in the description. But we just thought it would be more fun if we had like just another layer of like I just want to hear your voice. Mm-hmm. That's all I want. Is I just want to hear y'all's voice.
Your sweet, luscious, beautiful voice.
Yeah. So be sure to go to the Discord, go to Collins, and send in a little clip of you asking a question, of maybe saying something you're struggling with, of maybe saying something that's been on your mind. And yeah, just instead of typing it in this time, you can say it out loud. And if you want to remain anonymous, you can, there's a way to submit that way. But we're going to kick this off. Another question from Zombie. You ready for this?
Legend. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
What's up, guys? It's Zombie X Leader again. Sorry if you can't hear me. I'm recording this at work because, you know, I'm a dedicated podcast listener. But what's one country you would move to if you could, and why?
Great question.
I hope you had a good time at work, Zombie X Leader, first of all.
Hopefully you caught some good deep sea fish, because that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, it's like you were out at sea. He was on the oil
in a
rig.
huge storm.
Yeah.
He's like, this is the last thing I'm going to be able to record with my life.
Sorry, guys, if you can't hear me right now. The boat's rocking back and
They
forth.
just hear, man down.
Yeah. Yeah. He's in the Navy out at war.
He's got his AirPods in, listening to a Lodge podcast.
Yeah. There's like gunshots going over top of him. He's just watching the Lodge podcast. Yeah, so one country that I would want to move to, Switzerland.
And why?
Because it's awesome.
Switzerland would be sick.
Switzerland is an incredibly beautiful country. And they never have beef with anybody throughout all of human history.
Chill as hell.
Super chill as hell, and it's such a beautiful country. I would love to go there.
Yeah. Yeah, my answer would definitely be somewhere in Europe.
Or Afghanistan. Because it's the worst country in the world.
Is that what they say?
Venezuela. Those are the two worst countries in the world. Venezuela has a civil uprising
going on right now.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while, but yeah, it's like I think it might have overtaken Afghanistan as the number one most unsafe country. It's like a straight up like do not travel to warning from the United States.
And you just kind of want to get in there and shake things up.
I think I could help. I could fix it. I could fix them.
Guys, stop shooting.
Guys, haven't you thought this is so bad? This is such
You have a guitar? Guys, everyone put your guns down. Got a little diddly for y'all.
They just shoot me 37 times.
They actually have a ceasefire just to shoot you.
Yeah. That's how I fix the problem is that they both join sides. They're like, actually, we hate this guy. We're going to both kill him. That's how I'm going to fix the problem in Venezuela or Afghanistan as well. They just have the Taliban or whatever there.
Yeah.
Or Al-Qaeda or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to move to either of those locations. But I think somewhere in Europe would be chill. Switzerland, been on my mind.
Europe's beautiful.
Italy would be sick.
Ireland's beautiful.
Ireland's always weathery. It's always weathery.
But they've got a lot of really nice green hills.
Hey, lots of rain.
Beautiful cliffs and things.
Lots of rain makes lots of green.
True.
I just don't know if I could deal a London type situation.
Yeah.
You know?
It's depressing.
Yeah.
A lot of rain and such.
I'd make some pretty good music.
And yeah, true.
I would make some pretty good music.
True. I just think my mental health would suffer being in a rainy area too much. Switzerland would be great though. Switzerland.
I would love to live
Japan. I would love to live in
Japan would be sick. Japan would be sick. I would also love to live in some place like near a beach. I saw a video of some guy in Australia, and it was like Bobanos or something. I don't know the name. It started with a B, somewhere in Australia, but he was talking to a guy, like an older guy, and he said, "This is the best place to live because you're a 10-minute walk to the beach, and then you're a 10-minute walk into like a bustling city with like a lot of like high activity, a lot of things getting done." And he said, "This is a great place for that type of deal because the beach is beautiful." And then another place is in Israel. I forget what the place in Israel is called, but it's like a super beautiful beach as well with a nice city right next to it, compared to like, you know, LA type situations, which aren't like that beautiful.
Yeah.
And just super expensive.
Yeah, and smog and everything.
Yeah.
I think that's also why Japan. There's a lot of probably cool places in Japan that are the same reason, because you can go to the beach and you can also go.
I can meet PewDiePie too.
City. True, he lives there. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to live in like the Japanese countryside. I've actually been getting a lot of posts suggested on Facebook, oddly enough, that are like $20,000 fixer-up house in Japan, and they're really cool, like traditional Japanese houses.
Really?
And I'm like, dude, I feel I'm just gonna move to Japan.
$20K?
Yeah.
Like
US dollars, flat out, like $15,000 to $20,000.
what are we doing in here?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like what?
We're in Oklahoma. It's like this is actually one of the cheapest place to buy a house, and it's still like $400K.
Exactly. Yeah, that's unreal.
Great question, Zombie.
That is a great question.
That was a great question. What about you, Zombie? Guys, everyone go comment.
Yeah.
Say, this is the place that I'd like to live in. Leave your answer, and then say, this is my current address. Put your current address in, and say, this new location is X amount of miles away.
Here is a picture of my mom, and then link a picture of your mom.
And then send it in. Little PDF. Okay.
PDF of a picture of your mom.
So let's go into some...
Send in an AVIF file of your mom.
Yes. This is a fun little topic to discuss, but one of my favorite YouTubers, Outdoorboys, retiring from the platform.
Very sad.
Actually broke my heart.
Super sad to see.
I mean, I see a new thumbnail from his, and I instant click.
And then it's like, goodbye, and you're like, no, that's not. Yeah. That's sad.
But it actually made me kind of happy seeing that video, because I was like, dude, I always thought you were a really good guy.
And so that solidifies it.
Yeah, that solidifies it, really.
100%. It's like, dude, that's, at the end of the day, people forget that because everything is so internet-based and it's so social media-based that, like, you have to do what's best for your family at the end of the day, even if that means stopping your 15 bajillion million YouTube subscriber channel that's making you probably a ton of money and supporting your family.
I mean, so many people see that and they're like, dude, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You've reached it. It's like, that is the heart and soul of everything. That is the goal of everything, is to get 20 million subscribers. You're so close. Get there. Like, that's going to bring you all the joy and happiness.
That's the thing, dude. He's got the joy and happiness. He's got his family. He's got his kids. He goes on great adventures with his kids that his kids are never going to forget. That is the life, you know. The life, it's supplemental having the YouTube
that's
channel.
why we try to make money.
Yeah.
Is to have a family. So, like, what's the point of trying to squeeze out a little more content or money just to... It's like, no, but I want to get them this thing. It's like, dude, all they want is you right now.
Exactly. And they're at all of his kids seem like they're at that age too, where it's like, those are the most crucial years that you have with your kids. So spend that time with your kids for sure. And even though he does, which is great, like, it's wonderful that he spends all of his time making videos with his kids as well. It just, to me, it seems like the right play, honestly. Yeah. And also, I think that's kind of the way to do it, is to kind of quit while you're ahead. You know? Like, you don't really want to be as far as, like, even from an ego thing goes, you don't want to be the YouTuber who kind of falls off and, like, isn't getting really as many views. And then you're like, I quit now.
The fall from grace.
Yeah.
Start making weird videos.
Yeah, exactly. Braille skateboarding vibe. You don't want to be Braille skateboarding.
Don't want to be Braille skateboarding. Don't get into Scientology.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like it's good. Quit while you're ahead, while you're on top, while you're up.
It also helped me realize this dude has 15 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Isn't that
nutty?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that either. I thought he was like maybe a couple million.
Dude, it's those clips, man.
Yeah, true.
When other people start clipping your content, that's when you take off.
Yeah. Guys, clip this. I'm going to say something wacky and crazy. What's wacky and crazy stuff? Just, I don't know, do some AI.
Yeah.
Just make me say something in AI.
Guys, we're giving you full AI rights to our bodies and voices.
I am signing over all of the rights, AI or not, to my voice.
No, negative.
Yeah. No, I would never do that.
Don't ever do that.
I'm never selling my soul.
But please start clipping this podcast.
Yeah.
Even if you clip it in a bad way, like...
Look how dumb these guys are.
Yeah, look how dumb these guys are. Except for the guy on the right. He's kind of hot.
Yeah. This one.
You're on the left.
I'm on my right.
Deep down, I know it's me.
I know he's talking. It's me. He's talking about me.
Yeah, man. No, it's pretty sad. But, I mean, it was kind of a slap in the face to me, too. because I've always kind of had that mentality. I mean, I've been feeling that for the past 2 years, really, of like it's been an ongoing thing. But seeing that also is like, yeah, man, maybe all the fame and glory isn't what I really want.
True. You know what that reminds me, talking about the phone thing as well, an app that I deleted was YouTube Studio. Because, let's be honest, I can just respond to comments on my computer, and I don't really need to be obsessively checking if a video is a 1 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10.
I love that.
And we talk about just making the art and making the videos, making the songs just to make them. So I feel like that's going to help me do that more so. And I feel like it's like, dude, if you just get the videos out there, like they're going to keep doing stuff as they do normally. You know?
I'm going to delete mine.
Let's go. Live on the podcast.
Live on the pod.
Deleting YouTube Studio. Deleting our YouTube channel. That's, you know what? I also deleted my YouTube channel. You should.
Oh, my new shorts 10 out of 10. Well,
nice.
guys.
Boom. We're never gonna see that again. Delete. Like as much as I even tell myself like, I don't really care about shorts, I'll see a 10 out of 10 short and I'm like, oh,
it's so the views are so random. Also, I'm sure like in 5 hours it'll go up to like a 5 out of 10.
Exactly.
Like it's so weird. The views are weird.
It's super weird. And the thing is, like, we don't really need to keep obsessing about it because at the end of the day, it's gonna do its thing anyways.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're starting a movement. We're starting a revolution here.
We are starting a movement.
We're saying, hey guys, you don't even need all that phone stuff. Maybe it was the damn phones.
Maybe it was the damn phones.
After all, they're right, man.
No, I'm really excited for this new chapter.
Me too.
Of kind of disconnecting.
Yeah.
Just going on more trips.
Being a human again.
Yeah. Being a Hugh man.
Not a Hugh woman.
Nope.
Because I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm the man.
'Cause I'm a man, woman. Name that artist.
Prince.
Nope.
Athan says, would you rather sign with a major label and achieve commercial success within the year, meaning you get to spend the rest of your life creating without having to worry about finances, but you do have to deal with the negatives of being a signed artist, or you stay independent with full creative control and never quite make it, but though you've never benefited from it directly, you acknowledge that your art and death will be discovered and live on for generations. Quotes, Van Gogh style.
I didn't get any of that, but you asked me the question earlier, so I know what it is. I would rather, at this point, be... So the amendment that we made to
Let's go non-amendment first.
Okay.
Van Gogh.
Easily. If I know my art's going to be like... Because then, like we said, the reason that you do it is like kind of for your family. So if I know my art is going to be successful after I die, just make the art because I know like, okay, it's going to benefit my family after I die. But I feel like a better question that seems more like a could go either way kind of question is you either are the signed artist who is successful, but you're making kind of music you don't really want to make and you have all the signed artist label bullshit that you have to deal with, or you stay independent, you have all the rights to your music, but you never really become successful, like ever.
Like it's successful enough to where you keep working on it, but it's never like, it never brings in the money. Like
you're still like stressed out.
You're not like you're still stressed out. Sometimes you have to get a part-time job. Sometimes you have to do odd jobs. And yeah, you never successfully financially make it.
Yeah. I think in that particular case, I would rather be the signed artist because I feel like everybody's got things that they need to worry about and stresses at different levels or whatever. But I feel like not having to worry as much about money in that particular scenario would definitely be preferable because a lot of people do things that they don't want to do. Like the majority of people on earth work a job that they don't want and they don't really enjoy. So if that's my job that I don't really enjoy a lot is still making music and still making some variety of art, that I'm fine with that, you know? And like I can also just make the music that I'm passionate about on the side still anyways.
Yeah.
And like just have it be a hobby. Because seriously, when I talk about like, or when we talk about we would be doing this whether we get paid or not for it, that's a real thing. Like I can be totally fine with making the art on the side that I'm really passionate about and not really care if it gets big or try to like promote it or anything like that. Like I'm just going to do it because I enjoy doing it anyways. So I can just do that and then do the music that's kind of like corporate, like Billboard top 100 hits kind of music, like as my main thing. That's how I feel.
I agree. I'm just kind of, I'm done with looking at my bank account and becoming depressed.
Yeah.
But I think it's good because I've had, 4 years of that.
Mm-hmm.
Of just struggling.
Yeah.
I think I am, part of me wants a new chapter in this.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me wants to experience being a successful artist, going on tour.
Yeah.
Like, all of these things would be fun, even if I had to deal with the negatives of being a signed artist. And, like, you can do your due diligence and, have lawyers look at the thing before you sign it.
Yeah.
And, like, you can get it. Not all record labels are the worst thing ever.
True. There's a lot of good record labels out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of decent record labels. And, I mean, we've always said that we're not I think record labels in general are, it's not always the best. They're not always totally in favor of the artist, obviously. Mm-hmm. And they screw over a lot of people. So, like,
right.
If you asked me this question 3 years ago, I would be like, no. But right now, I kind of want to experience just having a steady paycheck and be able to, quit my part-time job to be able to stop having to milk money out of my YouTube channel and just make music, and like I'll still have my YouTube channel to make whatever the hell I want to make.
Right.
But the music, I'd be able to make music all day.
Yeah.
I haven't made a song in a while because I'm focusing more on the YouTube channel and trying to find ways to artistically make money.
Now is also the time to discover if you actually kind of want that life or not.
That's a good point, yeah.
Like, you don't want to be like, now I'm 35 and I'm going to go on tour when my kids are going to be missing me for 6 months at a time out of the year.
Signing like a 3-year deal or like a 2-year deal would be really cool.
Yeah, exactly. You just have the deal and like you just get to kind of see if it sucks or if it's like what you want to do, I think, I'm on that same wavelength right now too.
So any label execs, if you're watching this podcast, Park Rangers,
sign us to their label.
Sign us.
Do it.
I'm super excited for Park Rangers. I'm about to edit the first episode of our series, and I think once we get that kicked off,
it's gonna be hype.
There might be some people reaching out to us.
True.
I think it'd be sick.
I agree. I'm excited for that too. It's gonna be super
Park Rangers.
Park Rangers. We are ranging the parks. That's what we do.
That's a good question, Athan. We did have to word it a little differently. Because, I mean, if I know that my art's going to be successful when I die, I don't care. Yeah. It's like I'm not making it really for the fame or glory right now. I'm making it because I love it. Right. And because I love having it mean something to other people. Right. And, like, Van Gogh changed the world. Yeah. Exactly. Artistically. And that'd be the coolest thing ever if my music, I don't know how that would be possible.
It's a name that everybody knows.
Yeah.
That would be pretty sick. Being like a household name. Being like an Elvis. That would be nutty. Like, that level of fame is something that I don't even think my brain comprehends. Yeah. Like the Michael Jackson, Elvis level of fame. I don't think my brain even understands that.
I don't think it's possible to reach those heights anymore.
Really? Let me see.
Everybody's a celebrity now, man. Because celebrity used to mean something totally. A movie star used to mean something totally different.
Yeah. But I also think of like... the closest I can think of to like a celebrity is Trump. Literally everybody from like young people to old people know about him. Because I'm thinking about like celebrities as far as like, you think of like massive celebrities we know of, like Sabrina Carpenter or whatever. Old people don't know about fucking Sabrina Carpenter. It's only like younger people that really do. And so somebody who can really reach every spectrum of like human beings, like, we know Elvis, our parents know Elvis, our parents' parents know Elvis. Everybody knows Elvis.
That's what I'm saying. I think in the musical sense.
Yeah.
Like maybe Taylor Swift is up there.
Yeah.
She might be up there.
She's probably the closest one.
Yeah.
Because even there's adults that don't really know about Drake,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like everybody our age knows about Drake, but like there's a lot of people that don't know about Drake. And then even like, dude, I want to say like the Beatles, but like Eric was just telling me about how there was this girl in his class that didn't know the Beatles. Legitimately didn't know the Beatles. She didn't know any Beatles songs.
Because the Beatles are bigger than Elvis.
She didn't know. That is like, that's how a lot of people are, dude. Yeah. They just open up their fucking Spotify, Rap Caviar, top Billboard hits and look at whatever's on there.
There's no way.
It's crazy to think about. But like, there are people like that. It's nutty. Guys, if you don't know the Beatles.
There's a King Cruel clip where the interviewer says,
if you could be any beetle, which beetle would you be?
Definitely a stag beetle. I think they're real cool.
Oh, you went for like insects. Okay.
Oh.
it's so funny.
That's hilarious, dude. Beetles are weird bugs.
They are weird, man.
They're really weird. Kind of freaky.
They're like rhinos of the insect world.
True, that's a good point. There is a lot of different types of beetles.
Yeah.
Too.
Beetles are kind of sick, dude.
What's a scarab? Do you know what a scarab is?
Sounds like something in Dune.
Yeah. It was in what was the book I just read? The Prefect. It was in the Prefect. The lady had a scarab on the back of her neck, I think. That was gonna kill her. And they fucking decapitated her in order to get the scarab off. And they sewed her head back onto her body.
Oh.
Crazy.
So she's still alive.
Yeah. But they decapitated it. So because the thing is, if they removed the scarab, it was gonna kill her. So they couldn't remove the scarab. I think it was a scarab. I could just be totally making that up. But they couldn't remove the thing that was on the back of her neck because otherwise it would kill her immediately. And they realized that they had like a window of like 2.12 milliseconds or something in order to get it off, but it was super risky. So the method that they used was chop her head off below the scarab because they could save her, above the scarab. Sorry.
So this is a world where you can decapitate people.
Yeah, because it's in the future. But like they could take her head and then grow her a new body. So that's they cut her in half and separated the room in two. So there was a laser that was like marking where it would cut, and then it cut boom above the scarab, and then the scarab came off with the rest of the body. It didn't end because they were afraid it would like explode. So they chopped the room in half, and so her head was fine. And then they reattached her body to her head. Yeah. So if you guys know what a scarab is, let us know. Pretty
Now
cool,
I know.
though. It was a good book.
If I have a scarab on me, I'm like, cut my head off. Hurry.
Right, chop my hurry. That's what you have to do, actually. Not a lot of people know that, but that's
No,
actually...
dude, the scarab's going to literally kill me. You need to cut my head off.
It's like, dude, what are you talking about? Just brush it off. Scarab. I think it's kind of beetle of some kind. But let us know if you guys know what it is. The Beatles.
Paul McCartney.
That's who your beetle would be? It's a tough question.
I think so. Because I think of like Paul McCartney's type A, John Lennon's type B. And I think I'm more of a type A guy. I think I get to the studio and I'm like, no, guys, let's track this song. I'm not just like with Yoko in the corner like.
Yeah. I think I'd be a Ringo because I'm kind of just there.
I don't know. I think you're more of a type
chilling.
A guy than Ringo.
Probably, yeah.
You know, like you're getting involved.
Ringo's just kind of along for the ride. I don't think anybody really wants to be George Harrison because he's kind of just like the guy who's like, I have a song idea, and they're like, shut the fuck up, dude. You don't have a song idea, idiot. But he has some great songs, though.
He has some great solo songs, yeah.
While my guitar gently weeps.
What's that one song? Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, he wrote that song.
Yeah, that's his song.
He was actually pretty chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically, if I was hoping that I would form some kind of I was hoping something would happen there.
Yeah,
nothing happened.
Sometimes it doesn't happen, and that's okay.
Usually.
Yeah.
Zombie X says, "Can I move in with you guys?" We have 23 people in the house right now. I think one of our roommates is thinking about moving out. So if you moved out,
we have 20 refugees that we've taken into our house. So there's probably not enough room, but yeah, if somebody moves out, you can move in for sure.
You can move in.
You can sleep on the couch that we have in the bathroom of the Wesley's room.
Or one of our roomies is in the front yard in the cul-de-sac corner. He's got the little cul-de-sac corner that we roped off with spray paint. So I think he might move out. But it is pretty stormy territory right now, stormy weather. So
yeah,
we'll dock off some.
You could set up in the garden. Nobody's in the garden yet, actually. True. So yeah, you can set up in the garden.
You just can't be a high movement sleeper.
Yeah, you got to stay in one place because you'll crush the tomato plants.
Or we could just strap you in with a straight jacket every time you sleep.
That works too. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, you can move in.
So let us know.
We got a plan for you. Rent is $7,000 per week.
Yeah, we'd make a lot of money. Dude, we're having money problems.
Airbnb out one of the rooms.
We just don't tell my parents.
Yeah.
They get here and there's like 8 other guys.
Sleeping on the couches out there. That would be pretty nutty.
That would be funny.
We kick out Wesley. Rent his room out.
Kicked out their son.
Yeah. To put a random stranger in there so we could profit off of them.
Business play. Yeah. Svet says, what are some plans you have for the Sound Lodge channel besides the weekly podcasts? We talked about this. Actually, we just filmed a new video for the channel.
We did. We made ice cream. And you guys, I'm sure some of you out there has had ice cream before. So you guys know about ice cream.
Very relatable. We're thinking, like, how can we really make relatable content?
Yeah.
And that was the first thing that popped in our head.
Everybody loves ice cream. Everybody's had ice cream before. So we went to the store and we were like, let's get some ingredients to try to make ice cream. And who can make the best ice cream flavor? And we each made our own ice cream flavor. Brand new, never seen before ice cream flavors, which that's another thing. If any ice cream brands want to hit us up, because after this video drops, you guys are going to be like, wow, I didn't know these guys were ice cream makers. So
that's been a huge passion of mine.
Yeah, ice cream, for sure. Me too, ice cream maker. That's actually why I started all this in the first place, because I was like, I'm going to really get really popular with music and YouTube so that I can pursue my real passion, which is making ice cream. So we made some ice cream flavors, some new ones, and they turned out pretty good. I was happy. I think the next episode that we do, if you guys want to see another episode, if you guys let us know if you guys are hyped to see this. The next episode, we have some ways that we can improve, for sure. We have some methods. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun video.
It's going to be a fun video. I think the next one we should do is pizza.
That's
pizzas.
A good idea. Yeah. That's actually a really good idea.
No, thank you.
That's genius.
Thanks. That made me feel good.
Yeah, that was a great idea.
It was validating.
Pizza, and then we're going to get a soda stream.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Make a soda.
Make some sodas.
Make a couple pops. We should make some mead. Let's make some mead. Sound Lodge makes mead. Moonshine. Yeah, Sound Lodge makes moonshine. That would be sick.
Make wine.
Yeah, get plastered.
Dude, there's so many things to do.
There are so many things. There are just like so many things out there.
And I'm kind of
we can make pickles.
Yeah, dude.
Sound Lodge pickles.
Man.
Let's do a bunch of things.
I'm just in the chapter of my life where it's like, just bring a camera, film it, and let's see what happens.
That's that kind of
like if I drop a 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 video, who cares, man?
Because there's always gonna be another video.
There's always gonna be another video.
That's the thing. I mean, dude, the thing is, at the end of the day, too, like, a good example was your road trip video was just like literally not actually, you did make music in the video anyways.
Not really.
I mean, you made those songs though.
Yeah, I sang in it.
Those are cool though. That was a really cool vibe. Like that's probably one of my favorite videos of yours because it was just such a cool vibe.
Thank you.
But like doing videos like that where it's like not blatantly in the title, like here is me doing a music thing. It's like I'm just doing this. Just doing more of those, it helps the channel regardless because when you think about it, that's 1,000 extra views, is 500 extra views, whatever you get on it, that many more views that you didn't have before on the channel. And so we're so brainwashed into thinking like, oh, because it's not a 1 out of 10, it's doing nothing for the channel. It is helping the channel regardless,
Yeah, and the statistic that is documentable is the community and the impact you have on people.
Exactly.
And I think that video, has more of an impact than one of my tutorials, really.
Yeah,
and it's
totally.
more inspiring than those. And, you can't... That video has, 700 views, but I think a lot of people grew closer to the channel because of it. So, I totally agree.
Yeah, it brings them more into you as a real person, and, your real everyday life. And I feel like that's kind of what people want to see more of is, this creator that I watch and follow and whatever. And, honestly, I thought about this recently too. A lot of people have learned probably all they can learn from our tutorials, Whereas,
true. It's if you really want to learn something from my channel, just go to an old video.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think the majority of everything that you can, not everything that you can learn, but if you wanted to just stay on one of our channels and just get up to a point where you can be pretty good at music, you could do that. You could watch a ton of our videos and then you get to a point where this guy doesn't really have anything more that I can learn.
Yeah.
So they kind of want to just watch you do stuff.
That's what I'm saying. My first tutorials were very basic, very basic tutorials.
Right.
And that's why I keep them up because you can learn a lot if you're a very if you're just starting out. And then, they slowly get more and more in depth and like teaching about vocal mixing, teaching about these. There's still a few things that I haven't talked about, like mastering. A lot of people want to see how I master songs, but most of it, like, it's slowly leveled up. And then now I got to a point where it's like, if I made a tutorial now, it would be a very in-depth tutorial. Right. And only a few people would like really be able to follow along. Yeah. So now I think I'm helping out people in the sense of like I'm inspiring them to just go into their DAW. Like I'm not saying this is how I double track guitars. It's just like, oh, that's cool. He talked about how he recorded in stereo for that thing. And he didn't really show how he did it, but I can figure that out myself.
Exactly. That's like, dude, when I watch like the Lizzie McAlpine documentary, like the Far Caspian album documentaries, I get that sense of like, man, this makes me want to go and make music. Yeah. And that's, I think, more so what I've shifted my focus to is like I want to just inspire people to like go out and make music or do something with music or just do something. Like just live life, I feel like at the end of the day, that's what we talk about all the time. So if I can inspire somebody to just make a song or to just hang out with friends and jam or whatever, just inspire you to do something, that's kind of my goal, Yeah. Doing that's ideal.
Yeah, get out there and make some music, guys.
Guys, go make some music. Turn this podcast off and go make some music. Actually, you can probably just leave the podcast on while you make music.
Leave it on.
Do that.
Open up a few more tabs. Open up a few more episodes.
Yeah, open up tab, podcast episode, one tab. What's it called? The fucking free. BandLab. BandLab, podcast, Facebook Marketplace, Subway Surfers, TikTok.
Yep. Asphalt says, if you were to learn how to make videos from scratch again, how do you go about doing it? That's a good question.
Probably just do the same thing I did.
And what was that?
Learn how to edit right away. Learn how to edit immediately. Learn how to edit and also have fun with learning how to edit is a big thing. Because like just making videos where the whole point of the video is just learning a new editing thing, that's a really big part of it. And why I was able to learn editing so quickly was because I was like, oh, I can make my face green, or I can like, do a green screen, or I can do this like, cool feature, or I can make the screen spin in a circle, whatever. Like I would do a whole video based around that just because it was a cool thing that I was learning and I could make a video around it. So doing stuff like that is going to help you a lot because when you mix in learning with fun activity, it makes it feel like not learning. So, yeah, that's honestly the biggest tip that I can give for anybody who's doing anything really is like just have fun doing it, and it's not going to feel like you're getting better, or it's not going to feel like you're learning, like it's like practicing this thing, but you will get a ton better. That's probably all I'd do.
Yeah, I wouldn't really change anything.
Yeah, I agree.
I think understand that the videos aren't going to perform well. Yeah. They're not going to be good videos. Don't wait for the video to be it. Right. Because I've made literally hundreds of videos. Yeah. And I still have that feeling of, oh, I can't drop this. This isn't it yet. You actually never really reach that point. There's always like another thing that I can do. I can export it again and add this overlay or add some noise and give it that filmic look, or I can do this, do that. Just make the video, move on to the next. Exactly. And I think that's really the best advice I can give anybody. Just start uploading as soon as you can, just man. Do it, just upload the video. Nobody cares as much as you think they do. Exactly. Like, I don't want to make you feel bad about this, but nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you.
Nobody cares about you. They want you to die.
No. Nobody cares about how quote-unquote cringy this video is.
No, truly nobody cares about the video.
Nobody cares.
You have to make them care. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like nobody cares until they have a reason to care. And the first thing, in order to get anybody to care about anything you're doing, is you have to care about it. Yeah. If you care about it, that automatically gives other people a reason to care about it, because they're like, okay, well, someone cares about this thing, so that means that I should give it a shot. Because it's clear when somebody just makes a video and they don't give a shit about it. It's not something they're passionate about, whatever. So always start with being passionate about whatever you do, because that will show in the content that you make, in the art that you make of any kind. So be passionate.
Yeah, I'm saying nobody cares more in the sense of, like, I don't want I don't want my friends to see this.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, you're making YouTube videos? It's like, if they come up to you and say that, are they really that much of your friend? But sometimes at the same time, it's like, if you can't take a little jab like that, then you should
get... You probably not what you should be doing.
Yeah, get some tougher skin. But like, dude, if you love music, make the videos, man.
Yeah.
You have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't care about the school finding out. Like you want to be a YouTuber? Every YouTuber most of the YouTubers were making YouTube videos, going to school, and people were being like, YouTube guy, Like, the number one YouTubers that you look up to, they had to go through that phase, and you think that you're better than them, and you're not going to go through that phase. If you want it bad enough, just drop the ego and start dropping the videos.
Yeah, I think that's like a personal experience thing, because I never had that problem. I was never like, I'm scared for people to find out on my videos. Like, when people find out, I was like, it's cool. I didn't like mean for this to happen, but it's cool.
Yeah.
And then literally like through school, everybody was like, oh, like I saw your new video, or like whatever. Like,
yeah.
You're the YouTube guy. Like your video is really funny and all that kind of stuff. But like, it was honestly no one really ever made fun of me. There were kids though that I went to school with that got made fun of for making YouTube videos, for sure.
Really?
Yeah. I knew kids that like people would joke about like, oh, it's this guy, and they would like say his like channel name and all that kind of stuff. Like my channel name was just my name. So
yeah, but even then, it's like they're not really bullying you, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like just
and a lot of people
just
bully
laugh,
you because they're
laugh with them. Be like, yeah man, I had fun making that video.
Yeah.
Or even make fun of yourself.
Yeah.
Like just don't take it so seriously. Don't be like, no, it has to be the best YouTube video ever. It's not gonna be, dude. You haven't dropped a video.
Don't take anything so seriously, honestly.
That's a great point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying nobody cares about you, as in like literally nobody cares about your videos. Like nobody wants to watch them until you actually have like enough videos out there for people to watch them. Oh.
Whoa.
Wow.
Are we still recording?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it was just your
check.
Check.
That was sick.
That was sick.
It's so weird. It doesn't feel that bad outside, but it's still we're in tornado watch right now.
Yeah, I honestly don't really know why. Maybe that was just heavy winds. They kind of blew a power line out of socket or something. Or maybe there's a tornado literally about to eat our house up right now.
Or the Russians are coming.
True. It was a Chinese cyber attack.
You ever seen Red Dawn?
Mm-mm.
It's a cool movie.
Is it?
That was like
communist shit?
Yeah, a little post-Cold War thing. When Russians were just the worst people, portrayed as the worst people ever. Yeah. When in reality, it's like
Russian hate propaganda.
Like Russians thought they were the good guys.
Yeah,
exactly. That's always the case. But
everybody always thinks they're the good guys.
It's a sick movie because like they come down in this like small town, and then these guys have to like fight the Russians.
That's sick.
Yeah.
We need some Russians to fight.
Everyone needs some Russians to fight.
True.
Everyone needs some if you're Russian in the chat and a lady.
Let us know. Drop us a hey, I'm a Russian lady in the chat. I doubt we have a single Russian lady watching our videos.
No chance. Uptown says, what is the best or most unique thing you've Foley recorded? This has been in the channel for a while, and I think I asked it because Uptown, I'm sad to say, but I really don't get that creative with. I think the most like creative things that I do is like sample stuff. But I don't go around and like break sticks and like put it in my song to be unique in that sense.
True. You mean you're talking about like what's the most creative thing you've like used in a song or like sampled?
Yeah, they mean like Foley, like going out and recording like live stuff,
like some Andrew Huang making a song out of a fucking Kleenex box.
Yeah, like making a snare out of this thing. I think a lot of electronic producers do that. Because it's hard for them to have very original music because they're using Serum that everybody has. They're using this thing that everybody has. So, like, that is an instant way that they can be original is, like, going out and recording real stuff. But, like, I'm recording my guitar that nobody has. I'm recording my bass that nobody has. I'm writing from my point of view that nobody has. So, like, I already kind of have the originality.
Yeah, it's completely original to you anyways. So, it's, nobody else makes the art that you make. So, it's technically totally original in that sense. Yeah, I don't really think I'll experiment more sometimes with like heavier guitar tones or different kind of drum sounds and stuff like that. But I don't really do anything that crazy outside of the box. And like I mean, it's like a Rick Rubin thing. Like I know my taste and I know what I like, and I will experiment from time to time with other sounds that I like that I'm not like. I don't have a bunch of experience with creating, but I don't really do anything that wild because I know what I like, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
I think if I was signed to a major label, like if I was making money off of music and that was the only thing I was doing, then I would get more creative. But I just don't have that much time to work on my own personal music. Yeah. That when like a song is done, it's not like I'm thinking, okay, let's add some unique things to this track. I'm like, let's just get this out and move on because I have to finish this video. I have to do this X, Y, and Z thing.
True.
Yeah, haven't done. I would say most creative is when I made a song sampling chest sounds.
Yeah.
Cool. I think the song The Gambit. I made The Gambit. Go ahead and watch that video. I also made a music video for that.
Yeah.
With my green screen. And it took me like... It was so random. And it took me like a month.
That's so funny.
That is so funny, dude. Because like that was one of those moments where I was halfway through it. And then I was like, what am I doing? Yeah. This is going to take another week to finish.
It's funny because that was when chess was really big too. And then I think by the time you uploaded it was like the chess
so true.
Boom had died out kind of.
That is so true.
Chess is cool though. I played chess the other day in a little thrift store. Me and Kathy played chess. It was a really cool chessboard.
Really?
It was like a Mayan style chessboard. And they had like this like green like turquoise and like white, like kind of quartz marble-y kind of thing. And it was super cool. It was awesome.
How much was it?
$200.
Oh, wow.
I was like, there's cheaper ways to play chess than this. It's cool, though.
Yeah, I love chess. I'm a big chess guy. I haven't played it in a while, though.
Me neither. I've been trying to survive.
Kind of worn out. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to end it all. But I'm pretty worn out.
I'm going to stop the camera first before I end it all.
No, I'm going to keep going.
That's good.
I'm going to keep on chugging along.
Like your video. Keep going.
I need to watch that for myself.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
I need the advice at this point.
I thought I was talking to my past self. I'm talking to my future self.
I'm talking to myself at all aspects. Yeah, guys, keep going.
It's just so difficult when you don't know if it's going to work out.
Yeah. True. You gotta just be like, probably will. I guess it will. And also, like, if it doesn't, then whatever. At least I did what was making me happy.
Very grateful to be in the position I am in.
100%, yeah. It's a blessing, for sure.
Yeah, to make a video and have 1,000 views.
Yeah, I mean, to have anybody watch it is awesome.
Really, really cool.
Sometimes I definitely get out of touch with that. It's like, dude, there are a couple thousand people that are watching this. It's nutty. Like, I couldn't even imagine. A couple thousand people is more than the amount of people that went to my high school. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. So thinking about it from that perspective is pretty humbling. And it's like, wow, yeah, there are people that care about what I do, you know, and that'll, like, pay attention to me if I put stuff out. So,
yeah,
it's nice.
I just had to go to the dentist today.
Did you?
And I had to, they said my teeth were great. They said you have very boring teeth because they were in great condition. Nice. But when I went to pay, I had to ask them if I could split the payment.
What did they say?
They were like, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So they allowed me, which is good. But
how much did they charge you?
It was like $400.
That's so much.
It was a yearly plan. But they were like, yeah, we're just going to charge you up front for the yearly plan. And I had to be like, I might have like a random charge go through my account that'll like put me even further back. So I had to, but which is like still so embarrassing that I had to, because they're just like, it's just $400. But I had to be like, is there any way we could like split up the payment or something? Yeah. And I was just walking away like, I gotta make some money, man. Yeah. I can't keep doing this.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's the whole thing that sucks about like freaking healthcare, man. It's so expensive for no reason. And it's like, you paid $400 for them to be like, your teeth look pretty good, man. You can leave now and give us your money.
Yeah, exactly. I have braces at the bottom of my teeth.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
And there was...
I remember being fucking mind
yeah, that was hilarious. That happened on the pod.
Yeah.
But I had plaque built up down there because it's hard to floss down there.
That makes sense.
So they removed that. They cleaned the teeth. So like they did. Yeah. I haven't been there in 5 years. So I'm glad I had to go.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's good that you went and they said your teeth are fine too.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
I have these. My 2 front teeth are chipped,
Really?
but they said that it's fine.
How did you chip your teeth?
One was wrestling with Wes.
Biting rocks.
My rock diet.
Yeah.
One was wrestling with Wes, and then
Eating fucking lentils.
yeah, true, man.
That happened to me when I had. I honestly, I don't think I'm gonna get lentils anymore for that reason.
Yeah.
Because I legitimately, I made a whole thing of lentils.
Mm-hmm.
I mixed it with rice too or whatever. It was 3 bowls, 3 meals in a row. Had a rock in my lentils, and I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore. This is dangerous.
I know. Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying wrestling with Wes.
It's unbelievable. Like, there's rocks in my food.
Actual just rocks. One of them was like this long.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a fucking boulder in my food.
Yeah, I told my mom, and she just kind of laughed it off. She's like, "Yep, when you buy the cheapest lentils, you got to look for that."
I mean, dude, what like? Why should there be that much of a difference between like the 99-cent lentils from Walmart and like the $1.99 lentils that are premium brand?
She said you have to like sift through it. I was like,
I ain't doing that,
dude.
shit,
I was
man.
sifting through it one time, and I was done, and I thought, there's probably a rock in here. They all look the same.
Exactly, and a lot of times they're super small too, so like it's impossible to find.
Dude, the amount of rocks we probably have eaten.
A lot, probably a lot. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, no chip teeth from the rocks. One was wrestling with Wes, and then one was I bit on my fork too hard on the front teeth.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I bit into a massive strawberry and I like bit down really hard and my teeth went like that?
Yeah.
That like made me cringe so hard because it's just like you get that like worst thing ever.
Nails on chalkboard type feeling.
Yeah. And I had a hard time eating strawberries for a while after that because it just gave me PTSD. It was a good strawberry that was massive and ripe. Yeah, man, there's so many things you gotta pay for in the world. Sucks.
Pretty crazy.
It is. We are just pawns in the game of life.
We're all just pawns.
We live on a floating rock.
I'm the pawn in the Queen's Gambit. Just being sacrificed.
That's me, man. Just trying to make an honest living out here.
Thoughts on Midwest emo, says Jax.
That's cool. Next question. I like it. I like the Midwest emo where they're not fucking whiny and annoying.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah. And I really loved that girl, but I never talked to her. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. You're annoying.
My mom said we're not getting McDonald's. Dude, aren't you 27?
She told me get a job.
I won't be a cog in the wheel of society.
So I said, fuck you, Mom.
I paint my nails black. I bleach my hair white.
Yeah, I think we're venturing into more like straight up emo territory.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love
like
the
Midwest
guitar
emo.
melodies.
Yeah, Midwest emo is sick. I used to have a little Midwest emo kick. I don't listen to it anymore.
I love Midwest emo, but yeah, some of their voices are mad annoying. I won't even lie to you.
Remember that one guy in the stream? The pumpkin guy?
Oh, that guy?
That was sick.
What is it? My Only Friend or something?
Yeah, I think that was his name.
My Friend. Something?
Yeah, that guitar was unbelievable.
There was unbelievable, bro. It was like kind of like Midwest emo, like hyperpop type deal. That guy's cool.
That guy was cool.
Yeah, I like music. It's cool.
I like music too. We should talk about it on the phone camera.
We should, yeah. Why?
We should talk and upload it and have people listen to us talk about music. Because we like it. Camera? Oh, I meant camera. I just said phone just plopped in there for some reason.
In there, yeah. It was just an added benefit.
Yeah, it was just. You mind if you're in my Be Real? I love doing this during the podcast.
I love that we just like podcast just falls apart at the end here. We're just straight.
You gonna be my Be Real?
Brain dead.
No, okay, guys, we saved the best for last.
Oh wait, Coleman Patterson just posted a Be Real. I gotta post my Be Real. It's time to be real. It's a great pick. Thank you, Be Real.
Thank you, Be Real.
That is the worst fucking picture ever. It's just blurry. I'm uploading it.
What are your thoughts on TikTok artists? And why do you think some people discredit artists who blow up from TikTok? Thoughts on TikTok artists? I think I found some of my favorite artists on TikTok being for real. Not my favorite artist, that's a lie. I lie so much on this podcast. No, I actually don't.
We lie all the time.
No, we don't. I found some artists that I really, really like from TikTok.
I don't think I really found any artists on TikTok, to be honest with you.
Jake Minch.
I didn't find him on TikTok.
Found him on TikTok.
I didn't find him on TikTok, but when I heard his song, I knew that he was a TikTok artist because it was like recommended to me in a bunch of playlists and stuff, and I was like, "This has got to be coming from TikTok. People got to know about this guy from TikTok." So I knew that that's where that was from. But I found about him on Spotify.
I think I sent you one of the songs.
You did. I already knew about him though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I was depressed as hell, and I was listening to his music in the gym.
The Ryman guy, he's sick.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy.
He's sick. Found him on TikTok. I found No Kahan on TikTok, as did a lot of people. But No Kahan's sick, dude. I like No Kahan a lot. I found
my favorite TikTok artist. No Kahan.
The guy named Mon Robia, he's sick. Ukulele guy. I could go on and on. So many TikTok artists.
Coleman Payne.
Coleman
I found out
Payne.
about him from his TikToks.
Dude, there's probably people who think I'm a TikTok artist.
That's a scary thought.
That's an awful thought.
There's people that definitely know about our song from TikTok.
Yeah, true. This is a TikTok song.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have any?
Imagine
do you have any handguns in your bag? Yeah. Can I borrow one?
Do you have any handguns in your bag? That song comes on at a fucking coffee shop, and they're like, "This is a TikTok song." Imagine I hear that. I just myself in the bathroom. Yeah, it's the TikTok song. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're just like climbing up a ladder.
Dude, imagine being a big artist and somebody comes up to you and you're like, "Dude, you're my favorite TikTok artist." I'd be like, "Kid, the f***."
Dude, would you want one of your songs to go viral on TikTok?
I really don't think so.
So are you?
I don't really.
What
think
about
I care.
Every Moment? Like the numbers Every Moment got.
Even that is like no. I feel like that's reasonable.
Yeah, dude. I'm glad that happened.
The people finding out about that are like normal, but like
when going viral.
Yeah, viral. When it becomes such a thing where it's like people that don't even really like experiment with music that much are finding out about it, then it's like, okay, this is not the crowd that I really want to be listening to my music.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't know. If it makes money, that's great. So my soul.
If it allows me to go to the dentist's office and be able to just hand them my credit card straight up.
Exactly. If it allows me to be able to buy something more than a bag of rice every week, then that's fine.
Then yeah, I'm a TikTok artist.
Yeah, I mean, call me whatever you want, man. It's whatever. I don't even care anymore.
Dude, we need to start doing live stuff.
We need to start doing drugs more often.
I don't think we should do that. I think we should do live. I think we should play live more.
Like live performances?
Yeah, I think like having people be like, "Oh yeah, that's that OKC band that like does shows."
Dude.
That'd be so cool, man.
That would be cool. Like
also,
like husbands, being like husbands.
We'd have a lot of opportunities to like just bum some cigs from people playing shows like that.
Free cigs. That's actually, I think, why
we
should do it for that reason. That's so true. Yeah, let's do that.
Just bring a handle and a pack of cigs every time we do a show and be like, "I deserve this."
Yeah.
You played for like 4 people.
Yeah.
You played 2 songs. I deserve this.
You're up back just like chiefing 3 cigarettes at a time. Yeah, we need to do that more often.
The cigs or the playing live?
Yes. Playing live so we can fund buying the cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're expensive too. Everything's so expensive nowadays, guys. Guy can't even buy a pack of cigarettes anymore. What kind of world do we live in, man?
I can't even give myself cancer anymore.
I can't even get lung cancer anymore without the government coming in and messing everything up, you know? This isn't even America anymore.
It ain't even America anymore. Guys, we need more questions in the Ask Us Questions channel. I'm going through this and I'm being I'm not finding anything.
Be like, wow, there's no good questions in here.
Ask us questions, guys. Or I get mad. You don't want to see me mad.
He gets really mad, actually. He gets mad and he takes it out on me.
Well, Slodgers, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap, guys. Like Christmas. That's a wrapping paper, like a Christmas present.
You think the bigger this podcast gets, the more invested we'll be, or?
No. Maybe. I feel like I don't do it for that reason, though. You know?
Yeah. I'm just thinking if, like, the episodes get, like, 20,000 views, would you be like, man, 20,000 people are going to watch this?
Well, frankly, if the episodes start getting 20,000 views, it would be because of everything that we've done so far, which is just being like kind of brain dead on here. So I don't know. Maybe, guys, let us get 20,000 views and then we'll see. Put that to the test. Share this with 20,000 of your closest friends. Everybody share this with 1,000 of your friends, and then we'll be there. Imagine getting that text of like, what the fuck is this guy sending me, dude? What is this?
Send it to your closest 5,000 of your friends.
Yeah. Or you will have bad luck forever.
Yeah.
Bad luck for life if you don't send this to 100 of your closest friends on your Facebook page.
We answered some good questions.
We did.
We tried our hardest. I love how people comment. Fizo just picking up the mandolin.
Oh, yeah.
You know it's going to be...
I saw that.
You know they're done with the episode once the mandolins pick it up. And
I'm free. Free falling.
And I'm free. Free falling. And I'm free.
Rest in peace, Tom Petty. R.I.P. Rest in peace, T-Pain. Rest in peace, T-Pain. He's not dead yet, but for when he dies.
Free falling.
Remember that the Zach Fox Kenny Beats the Cave episode where he's like, R.I.P. Betty White. She's not dead yet, but for when she died, because I know it's coming. And then when she died, everybody tweeted him and they're like, this is because of you.
Man, I miss the cave.
Yeah.
What is Kenny Beats doing?
Dude, what the hell, man?
He used to stream a bunch.
Yeah, he doesn't really do much.
He doesn't do anything anymore. Do you think he got burnt out?
He produces, though, for people, I think. I think he's probably just making songs.
What do you think? No, seriously. Do you think he's done with social media? Is he still streaming? He's not still streaming, is he? Yeah, because I remember, like, the Fleeko channel and all those channels would repost. Like, I haven't heard of anything from Kenny Beats, dude. Dude, if you're not online, what are you doing?
Yeah.
If you're not posting content, what are you doing?
He's not a real person.
He's not a real person. What do you think? You think he's just producing for people?
Yeah. I think he just made produced a Tia Corine song recently that I saw. Because I saw Lyrical Lemonade posted a video of it. And it said produced by KB. KBZ. Remember KBZ?
Kyle Beats.
Yeah, Kyle Beats. There's a lot of K and B's.
Yeah, there are a lot of KBs. KBZ moved to LA and just popped off instantly.
Yeah, he was tapped in with some really big people.
Ian Dior, 24K Golden.
Yeah. Wasn't he also dating like a real famous chick?
Is the podcast still going, you think? I think it is.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're enjoying this.
Yeah.
Guys, this is what it looks like when we're not editing videos.
We're just doing nothing. Tori Wade. Who is that? Do you know that?
Tori Kelly. He was dating Tori Kelly.
Yeah. I don't know who that is, really.
Tori Kelly?
Yeah.
Singer?
Tori Wade has 17 million TikTok followers.
TikTok girl.
Oh, I know who Tori Kelly is. Never mind. She's a good singer.
She's a really good singer.
They're talking about her on George Jenko podcast.
What were they saying?
She's a really good singer.
Yeah, she's a really good singer.
They're saying that because John Bellion was talking about her. Because John Bellion works with her, and she was like, they're like, she's really good. And George Jenkins was like, yeah, why the fuck don't we make people like her popular instead of like people like fucking Sabrina Carpenter? Bullshit.
He said that?
More or less. He was like, listen, man, I don't know like how the industry works or anything, and I don't want to like bash anybody, but like, why aren't people like her the ones that are finding the success? And John Bellion was like, listen, man, I don't know. I'm not the expert here. Actually, he kind of is the expert. And I'm free falling, and I'm
well,
free.
I'm gonna go eat some of my ice cream.
Yeah,
and maybe play Minecraft.
I think I need Minecraft.
What the heck? Wait, what? Who the heck said that?
Somebody suggested that we play Minecraft.
No way.
Somebody in the comments suggested that we play Minecraft. We
haven't played in a while.
We have not played in a while.
Let's go hit the bastions. Or the trial chambers.
Yeah. Or bastions too.
What is that? Oh, yeah.
It's another one with the
all right. See you later.
Piglins.
Ice cream and Minecraft.